Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Raqui Delgado with Happy, Healthy, and Free, coming at you with another video, part of our saving series, hashtag addicted to saving. So if you haven't seen the first two videos, I'm gonna link them down below. How to change your mindset and save money, and how to budget so you can save money. So today's video, we're gonna really get down to the nitty gritty on some things you can do to save money in your everyday. Today, we're gonna be focusing on your utility bills. This is probably one of the easiest things you can do to save money. So the first one I wanna talk about is going to be your electric bill, okay? So my first tip with the electric bill is to open your windows, okay? During the daytime, we usually do not need to turn on any lights. So if it's during the day, try to resist the urge to flip that light switch up, and instead just make sure your windows are open and that natural light is coming in. It's actually way better, in my opinion, to have the natural light versus the light from a light fixture, which is usually kind of yellowy if you don't have LED lights, okay? So not only do I want you to open your windows, but I want you to turn off your lights. I don't know if y'all grew up like I grew up, but if I had the light on in my bedroom and I walked out to just go to the bathroom really quick or to grab something, my dad was like, "In your bedroom?" "No, sir." "Okay, then why's the light on, right? Am I right?" So I grew up constantly shutting off lights behind myself, which is a habit that I'm very thankful for because it is saving you money if you get into this habit to make sure you shut those lights off. So open your windows, turn off your lights, and unplug your devices. Many of us have cell phone chargers. I only have one. My husband has one. But I've seen homes that have like a charger on literally every plug. That way they can charge the phone, I guess, no matter what room that they're in. Unplug these things, okay? You can keep them by your outlet, but just unplug them, because when something's plugged in, it is still pulling electricity. Also, some easy things to unplug are like your toaster, or if you have like a NutriBullet or a blender that you constantly have plugged in, like us, that we use every other day. We just unplug it. We plug it in when we use it. So we only use our toaster in the mornings for breakfast. Plug it in, toaster toast, unplug it, easy peasy. Once you get into the habit, it's really second nature. You don't even really think about it, okay? So we want to open our windows. We want to make sure that we are turning off our lights, and we want to make sure that we are unplugging things we can unplug, okay? Next, hang dry your clothes. Yes, I said it. Not only is it going to save you money, but the sun is so magical that it is also going to help you disinfect your clothing. And not to mention that fresh, amazing air is going to give your clothing such a natural smell that just smells fresh and clean. So much better than using dryer sheets, which if you're using dryer sheets, if you're using dryer sheets, stop that too. Don't use dryer sheets, use those dryer balls. I'll put some links down below to help you guys out, but yeah, no dryer sheets. Hang your clothes to dry. I'm not saying do it all the time, because I know it's not convenient, I know it's not realistic, but every so often, just take your little clothes hanger. We got one of those accordion thingies, and just pop that baby outside. Leave it out for the sun, it just clean, and boom, money saved, okay? So next, I want to talk about your light bulbs in your fixtures. If you're in a home that has those old light bulbs, they're probably pulling a lot of energy. Get yourself some energy efficient light bulbs. Next time you buy some bulbs, make sure they're the energy efficient ones. That's going to save you some money on your electric bill. You've probably heard that one, but I still wanted to mention it. Also, I might get a lot of hate for this one, but stop binge watching Netflix. So this one was hard for me, okay, because I'd start a show and just those cliffhangers, they get you, they really bring you in, and you want to watch episode after episode after episode after episode until it's 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and 15 episodes later, and yeah. We've all been there for the most part, constantly going on Facebook, and my friends are asking, what is the next binge-worthy show to watch on Netflix or Amazon? So, I'm not completely evil, okay? If you're currently watching a show, you can't just stop it, because I know how hard that is. Finish your binge watch, complete it so you have that ease that you know what happened, okay? But don't start a new one. This is something I've recently started because I just couldn't stop watching the show. I just knew myself, like I had to sit there and watch it. Correction, I did not have to, I wanted to. That's from video number 1. If you haven't watched it, really good. But I wanted to finish it so bad, so I just stopped altogether. So you may be wondering, what in the world do I watch? I watch shows I've already seen, okay? Still gives me the entertainment, still gives me a good time watching TV, or maybe I'll watch something that doesn't have those cliffhangers, like some kind of home improvement show, or, you know, building show or cooking show, whatever it might be, okay? So these shows that leave you on the edge of your seat, they're amazing, they're phenomenal, but if you're looking to save money, cut it out, and you'll definitely be saving money there. Not only binge watching, this might not be you, but if it is you, I am talking to you. Stop leaving your TV on at night. Many people have, God bless you. My son's right here, by the way. Many people have a TV in their bedrooms. If it's not you, okay, I'm not talking to you, but you know who I'm talking to, okay? Stop leaving your TV on. Don't fall asleep to your TV. Not only is it not good for your sleep to have that screen constantly there, you can still see it through your eyelids. It's disrupting your sleep altogether, but it's also wasting money. You're catching some Z's and you're losing some dollar signs, okay? So what I would recommend is, if you can't stop this cold turkey, I know people become accustomed to falling asleep to the TV on. Most TVs have a timer. Set that timer for 30 minutes to an hour to give you an opportunity to fall asleep to the noise or the light, and then it'll shut off on its own, and then you can kind of wean yourself off of that. Next one is a difficult one, especially for us, but your AC, okay? We keep our AC personally at about 77 on average during the summer, which in Florida is all the time, okay? I know a lot of you guys might think I am absolutely crazy for keeping my house at 77. You might even think I'm crazy for wearing this shirt in 77-degree AC in my home, but that's what we do. Sometimes we'll even bump it up to 78. But if we're feeling a little fancy, maybe we have some extra money, we'll bump that baby down to 76. Oh yeah, getting real Arctic up in here. But in all seriousness, you are going to save money on your electric bill with that AC unit. Hardcore, give it a try, see how it goes. Next, I want to talk about water. Oh my goodness, we waste so much water as a society. It is crazy. And this was me too, okay? So I'm not trying to pick on anybody. This was 100% me. But we made some changes in how we use our water and what we're doing on the day-to-day, and we managed to save $20 a month on our water bill. Yes, you heard me right, $20 a month. So some things I just want to talk about, because a lot of them are mindset, but it really started for me with brushing my teeth. I don't know why. I don't know if you do this or if it's just me, but when I would brush my teeth, right when I'm almost done, but not quite done, I would turn on the water and let it run while I finished brushing my teeth for like another, I don't know, 15 seconds. But the water's running the whole time. Don't know why, but it was a habit I had. So I put it into that habit, and I only turn on the water when I need it. So with the toothbrush, water's off. Done. Brush my teeth. Get in there really good. I'm ready, right? Turn the water on really quick. Spit out the toothpaste. Shut it off, right? Clean whatever else you gotta clean. Clean your tongue. Get those other spots, right? And only turn it on when you're gonna use it to rinse, to clean your toothbrush really quick. Dunzo, bada bing, bada boom. Shut that water off. Do not let it run, okay? If you need some help with this, have a little cup. I know a lot of people have a cup in their bathrooms that you can put the water in. That way you just have a fixed amount of water that you're using to rinse out your mouth with, right? Right. So I noticed this in the bathroom, and then I also noticed it with dishes. We use the dishwasher every so often, but we were also hand washing dishes. And I was constantly letting my water run when I was hand washing dishes. And it just dawned on me that it was just such a waste, that there was a better way to just kind of get everything wet, wash it, have everything kind of sudsed up on the side of my sink, and then rinse everything as quickly as possible, okay? Another thing I want to mention is we're probably using too much water in our faucets because the flow is pretty heavy. Like, it's way more than we actually need. So what you can actually do is get a low flow aerator for your faucet. I'll link one down below on Amazon if you want to check it out. But you just screw this to the faucet, and it's going to help the flow not be so intense. And you're going to notice that a lot less water is coming out, but you really don't need all the water that's coming out of your faucet now anyways. So that's going to help you save in itself. So definitely do that. So I don't know if we're the only house that had this happen, but I'll also go into my kitchen after a whole day and find like 2 to 3 cups with like this much water in them. Like, whoever was drinking the water didn't finish it, whether it was me or my husband or my son. We just kind of put it on the counter, and I don't know why, but I used to just dump it down the sink. I don't do that anymore. I take that water, I'll water my plants, I'll put it in my dog's dog bowl, whatever, somehow, whatever. Usually I just water my plants with it, but I'm not wasting it, is the point. So if you have little things like that, and I went to somebody's house actually one time, and they had a bunch of random water bottles, like the plastic water bottles with like little bits of water in them. They didn't know who drank out of it. It was like after a party. I do want to mention, first of all, you don't need water bottles, okay? Everybody has cups, like just regular cups in their homes, or regular reusable water bottles. If you're having a bunch of guests, why not put their water in one of your turbis cups, or, you know, another cup that you have available. Now, I understand sometimes it's not fully convenient to do something like this, but I will tell you, it is a saver on not only money, but on the environment. So just a little plug in there for the planet. But don't waste that water. Find a way to use it some way, somehow in your home. Just do it. Another thing with dishes is I would soak a pan and leave it on the counter. But I'd wash all my other dishes and then soak the pan and fill it up with water and leave it there, and then go do something else, come back and wash it, right? But that is a ton of water wasted just filling up a pan to soak, okay? So what I started doing is actually washing some of my smaller dishes over said pan. That way that water is not going down the drain, but it's going in the pan to soak it, and I'm not wasting anything. And it's also soapy water, so it's good to soak it in, right? So once you kind of switch your mindset in regards to your water usage, it is a huge change you'll see on your day-to-day, and you can start implementing those little things to save money. I mean, I think if you implement these things, that you could probably save $20 a month on your bill as well. But you can't do it without this tip. This is the tip of all tips. I don't know why there's all these people against this, but it is. If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. Okay? If you've never heard this before, it is in regards to your toilet. Our toilets use so much water. I was reading, I believe it was after 1992, moving forward, somewhere around there, that toilets were regulated to only, at max, take 1.6 gallons of water per flush. Yes, you heard me right. They just made that change in around 1992, 1994. 1.6 gallons per flush. That is ridiculous. And if you have an older toilet from before then, that baby's probably taken a good 3 gallons per flush. That is ridiculous. Gallons. Just take out your gallon of milk, whatever, and that's a lot of water. So anyways, I digress. But you don't need to flush, okay? If you're only going number one, it's okay. You're not going to get hurt. It's really not that bad. It's actually, from what I read, cleaner than your saliva, okay? So just leave it there, let it mellow, let it hang out. At the end of the day, give a good flush. Now, if it's brown, you're immediately going to want to flush that down. Yes, please, and thank you. But if it's yellow, just let it mellow, let it hang out. It's fine, it ain't hurt nobody. But what I would highly recommend, if you're not doing this already, shut your toilet lids. Please close your toilet lids. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe how many people do not do this. But if you're not doing it, please start doing it immediately before you flush your toilet. Close the lid, both lids. I'm not just talking about guys, okay? And then flush your toilet. That way everything just stays nice and in there and doesn't come floating out in your air, okay? But this really saved us a ton of water. I mean, gallons of water. Now, some other little things I want to talk to you about. This may be you, this may not be you, but I've been in homes that have running water. My little guy's talking a lot right now. He's having a hoot. But running water, like their toilet is constantly running. Fix that like as quickly as you can, because even though you feel like it's only using a little bit of water, I mean, it's adding up to gallons and gallons and gallons of water, whether it's a faucet or your toilet. It might look like a small amount to you, but if it's doing it all the time, it's a lot of water. So get that fixed. Go on YouTube, watch some videos on how to do it yourself so you can save money on it. Usually, if it's the toilet, it's pretty easy to fix. Just buy the little plug thing, majigger or whatever that goes on the inside of the tank. You can typically fix it that way. But get that fixed immediately. One other thing I do want to mention, this is my 3-month-old down here making all these coos and caws, but we have a 2-year-old, and we do give him a bath every evening, but we bathe him in like this much water, okay? We don't use a whole lot of water for him. He's fine. He doesn't have a pool of water every time we bathe him. We put a little bit of bubbles in there. We have a little bit of toys in there. We have fun. We splash. We play. He doesn't know any different, and he honestly does not care. He's 2, so that's how we bathe him. I know, or I've babysat back in the day, a lot of kids who like want the tub full of water. And I just can't help but think now as an adult how much of a waste that was. Like, it was not necessary. He's getting really loud. Do you want to do the video? Do you want to do the video? Yeah. Yeah, baby. So we talked about electricity, how to save on your electric bill. We talked about how to save on your water bill. I just want to give you some bonus content on how to save on maybe some of your other bills. Briefly, I've mentioned these things in my other videos, but I want to dive into them just in case. Just reiterate, your cable bill, call. For all your other bills, call. See if they can get you on a better plan. See if they can take something away. See if they can lower that somehow for you. We took our internet, didn't change the speed, didn't change a thing about it, just called, and it went from $70 down to $50 a month. Yes. So please call today. Also, your phones. I just want to talk about really quick. We live in a very technical world where you got the new iPhone, you got the new Android, whatever, you got the best thing. You do your 2 years with your phone, you get a new phone. It costs you like tons of money. We used to do this all the time, and we don't do it anymore. Honestly, if after 2 years your phone is still working, you don't need a new phone, okay? You don't. Just keep your phone until it kapoots and get a cheap phone. I mean, the older generations of these phones are just fine. They worked before, they'll work now. So just getting out of that mindset of getting the newest thing, you don't need it. Just switch it and you'll be good there. Also, your phone plan, there's cell towers if you live, you know, in a non-rural area, pretty much all over the place. So at this point, it honestly doesn't really matter who your cell phone provider is, okay? Ask around, ask your friends, see who they use. Maybe they use a company that's cheaper. See if you can switch your phone bill if you have a high phone plan to a cheaper plan for yourself and save yourself some money there, okay? So guys, that about does it for today. I mainly wanted to focus this video on your utility bill. If you guys have some tips on how you save on your water and your electric bill, please comment them down below. If you haven't already, please like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and when you comment down below, that's actually a huge help to me. You can even just comment hi or hello or rock star, okay? And that's going to be a huge help to me and my channel. It would be so very much appreciated. But I love you guys. I'm going to get going to this little guy because he is just chatting his way. I think he wants to get on the ground and start rolling around. So I'm going to go ahead and head out. But I hope you guys are happy, healthy, and free. And have a beautiful day.